Good morning, student. Today I am going to explain civics lesson number 3, part 2. What is the name of the lesson? What do we need parliament? The first part I have explained you. Now the second part I am going to explain. And I hope that you have read the first part. The Parliament of India consists of the president. First is the president, then Rajya Sabha and the Lok Sabha. Means Indian Parliament consists of Rajya Sabha and the Lok Sabha, and the president and this Rajya Sabha and the Lok Sabha. The Parliament in India consists the Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. After the Lok Sabha election, almost is prepared showing how many members of Parliament belong to each party. Means how many members are there, it belongs to each party. That is first of all decided by the Rajya Sabha and the Lok Sabha. Whom it decide by the Parliament. For political party to form the government, they must have a majority, a party of elected members of parliament. Since they are 543 elected plus 2 nominated by members. Now see, in the first part I have seen it. How many members are there in the Lok Sabha and how many members are there in the Rajya Sabha. Now 543 elected plus 2 nominated members. That in Lok Sabha, to have a majority, a party should have at least half of the parliament's members. Mean 272 members or more. The opposition in the party is that, which is the opposition parliament party formed by all the political party that oppose the majority form. Got it? It means that among these parties are called the opposition. The parliament in India consists the Rajya Sabha and the Lok Sabha. And after the Lok Sabha election, means every 5 years a Lok Sabha election is there, and after the 5 years, then these every constituency is one member elected, and afterwards they can make their government. Got it? The for political party to form the government, they how many members? That is the 543 members, and one is the nominated members. That is the, and those parties get the more vote, the majorities, they can make their government. But what 543 and plus nominated means more than half members, if any party get, then only they make their government. Suppose there are many parties are there, many political parties. That just I am going to give you example of that, which Bharatiya Janata Party, Congress Party, Shiv Sena, then Manse, many such a political parties are there. And after the Lok Sabha election, if these 272 members are elected, that if any party, then only that party get the right to make their government, otherwise not. And this, whenever they try to establish their government, this opposition party can oppose also to them. Got it? And opposition parties play a very important role in democracy. Without opposition party, then what? This elected party would not be work proper, because they always, the opposition party always be take out their drawbacks, their shortcomings, and they can keep it in front of the people, whatever the work done by the ruling party or not. It means that the parliament in India consists Rajya Sabha and the Lok Sabha. And how many members are there in the Lok Sabha? 543, and 2 members are nominated. And how many members required to make the Lok Sabha? That is to make the Lok Sabha, to make the government, 272. Now, one of the most important function of the Lok Sabha is to select the executive. Executive means what? The executive is a group of people who work together to implement the laws made by the parliament. Now last year also you have learned what is meant by the executive. Executives means such a particular group, and that group together implement the law. Means what? The parliament, whenever the parliament makes the law, at that time to these executives means the particular group, they can be implement that law. Only making the law is not important, but implementation is also very much important, and that implementation always done by whom? Done by this executive. This executive is often what we have on the mind when we use the term government. Understood? The Prime Minister of India is the leader of the ruling party in the Lok Sabha. Now see, whenever such a party elected, suppose the Janata Party elected and BJP elected, just I am going to give the example in the Lok Sabha. Now obviously who would be the leader of that party? Obviously the Prime Minister. Then the Prime Minister elect minister to work him to implement decisions. Then whatever the decision has been taken by the parliament, has been taken by the Prime Minister, by that Prime Minister, at that time who would do the implementation? Implementation do by such a group. Now these ministers then take charge of different head of government functioning like health, education and finance. Now the Prime Minister only distributes such a department to every minister there. Suppose the health minister, education minister, not only that water resources ministers, again then child development, child and women development also such a ministers are there. Yes, many different sections are there, and that who select that the Prime Minister. Why? Because the Prime Minister only gets the right. Why? Because he is the leader of the ruling party. The ruling party's leader is who? That is the Prime Minister, and Prime Minister select the minister to work with him to implement decisions. And these ministers then take charge of different head of government functioning like health, education, finance, etc. Often in the recent past, it has been difficult for a single political party to get the majority that is required to form the government. Now in the recent past, it had been happened there. Not a single party got the majority of vote. And at that time, how the government has to be made? At that time, this party can take the help of other parties there, and then they can be make the government. Now recently in our Maharashtra also such a condition happened, and then that such a condition happened, and that party has to take the help of other parties there, and then they can make the state government. Understood? Often in the recent past, it has been difficult for a single political party to get the majority that is required to form the government. Means the majority is required, then only they can form the government, otherwise not. That they join together the different political party who are interested in similar concern, that is known as the coalition government. Now suppose, just I am going to give example, the Shiv Sena. Now suppose Shiv Sena and this Rashtriya, suppose BJP, both are interested with each other, then they can make their own government. Understood? But it means that the Shiv Sena or BJP had been taken the support of each other. But in between, if anything happened, if any dispute happened between these parties, at that time they can take out the support also. And whenever they took the support, that party can be declined. Understood? Means what? Whenever the coalition government is there at that time, suppose the 3 party help has been taken, any political party, that party must keep the friendly relation, and their coordination is very much important. Otherwise, then any time that party can be declined. That is the coalition government. The Rajya Sabha, now the Rajya Sabha. If the Lok Sabha, just I explained. Now this parliament, it is consist of the two part, that is the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. Now the Rajya Sabha functions primarily as the representative of the state in the parliament. The Rajya Sabha can also initiate legislation, and the bill is required to pass through the Rajya Sabha in course to become a law. Now see, in order to become a law, it means that whenever in the Lok Sabha had made any law, and if they had made any bill, it is their duty, they must have to give to whom? To the Rajya Sabha, or the bill must be passed through the Rajya Sabha, and if the Rajya Sabha pass the bill, then only the Lok Sabha can be declared that that bill or that law had been made by the Lok Sabha. If the Rajya Sabha criticize the law, at that time, that if they can alter also there. Alter means what? This, if Lok Sabha had made any law and kept the bill where? In the Rajya Sabha, and the members of the Rajya Sabha is, they have altered. Altered means what? अगर उन्होंने कम किया और ज़्यादा किया, the laws, that also this Lok Sabha must have to accept. Sometimes what? Sometimes if the members of the Rajya Sabha think that these laws made by the Lok Sabha, it is not applicable, it is not favorable for the people, at that time that law or that bill can be cancelled by the Rajya Sabha. Means this, who gives the permission to the law? It is the Rajya Sabha. Means which the laws made by the Lok Sabha, they not declare with themselves, they must have to take the permission from the Rajya Sabha. Got it? The Rajya Sabha functions primarily as the representatives of the states in the parliament. The Rajya Sabha can also initiate legislation, and the bill is required to pass through the Rajya Sabha in order to become a law. It therefore has an important role of reviewing and altering the laws initiated by the Lok Sabha. The members of the Rajya Sabha are the elected members of the legislative assemblies of the constituency. There are 233 elected members and plus 12 nominated by the president. Now see, in the Rajya Sabha 233 elected members, how many members required first of all to make the Rajya Sabha? It is of 233. And how many nominated? 12 nominated by the president. Understood? Then only the Rajya Sabha can be worked. Then only the Rajya Sabha can be made. This 12 nominated, and in Lok Sabha only 2 nominated. Got it? Means after seeing that the parliament consists of the two sabhas, that is Rajya Sabha and the Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha 543 and the 2 nominated members are there, and here in Rajya Sabha 233 elected members plus 12 nominated. Now see, here the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. Lok Sabha is saying lower house, house of the people. Lok Sabha, house of the people, maximum strength 552, 533 members from the state, 20 members from the Union Territory, and the members from Anglo-Indian community initiated by the president. Now another, who preside over this Lok Sabha? Always by the speaker. The Lok Sabha is presided by the speaker. Now Rajya Sabha, it is saying the upper house, then council states, that permanent house, maximum how many seats are there? 250 seats. 238 seats elected by states and union territories, and 12 members nominated by the president. And the president presided by the chairman. Who was that? That is the vice president. And members are elected for 6 years, and here in Lok Sabha members are elected for 5 years. 5 years Lok Sabha, 6 years Rajya Sabha. Then Lok Sabha lower house, Rajya Sabha upper house. How many members? First of all 53 states, 20 members from union territories. Then here 23 seats elected by states and union territories, and 12 members nominated by the president. And in Lok Sabha it is of 2 nominated by the president. And who preside? this by the speaker, and here presided by the chairman or vice president. Understood? Rajya Sabha elected for 6 years, Lok Sabha elected for 5 years. Now to control, guide and inform the government. Generally the first hour of a sitting of Lok Sabha is devoted to question, and the hours is called the question hour. Then members of parliaments are free to ask questions to ministers of the government to get information on public concern matters. Then opposition parties' role. Opposition parties always play a very important role. That healthy function highlights drawbacks, policies, then programs. Governments gets valuable feedback, and these ways parliament control, guides, informs and the government. Now we have to see in detail what is that. The parliament while in session begins with a question hour. The question hour is an important mechanism through which that members of parliaments can elicit information about the working of the government. In the question hour in the parliament, whenever the question hour is going on, at that time that hour is very much important, because the question, why? Because here the members of the parliament has to give the particular information and correct information what's the government doing about their work in the parliament. If they have given the false information, which work they had done, that only they have to give the information. And if the false information try to give, at that time what happened, the opposition party can take action against that. This is very important way through which the parliament controls the executive. Now executive means those who implement the laws, the group of the people, those who implement the laws, that is called the executive. By asking questions, the government is alerted to its shortcomings. Shortcomings means what? That what means what they have not done, shortcomings. Now this important way through which the parliament controls and its shortcomings, and also comes to know the opinion of the people through their representatives in the parliament. That is what? That is the MLAs or that members of parliament asking questions to to whom? To the ruling party's government, that which work they have done it. If their work is not remarkable, then all the opposition parties can take action against that. The opposition party play a very critical role in healthy functioning of democracy. Now that opposition party is very much important there. If anybody take out the fault of any laws there or any work there, then the government can do the work proper. So it is the duty of the opposition party to take out the drawbacks of that, and in various policies and the programs at which the government has made the program, which policy they had done, and what laws they have made for the betterment of the people. And the opposition party thought that the laws which they have made, it is not the proper. At that time this opposition party in the parliament can ask the question, can take the action against that. So opposition party is playing a critical role. Why it is critical role? Because it is criticizing. Got it? Now who are the people in the parliament? People in different background. Then here seats also kept reserved. Now MLAs elected represented Dalit and the Adivasi interest in parliament. Reservation for women. 60 years ago 4% reservation was there, and now only 9%. Means women, according to the constitution, it has been written, according to the constitution every person gets in equality. But here and it is written it also in the constitution, there is no discrimination against the men, women, gender. Then also here we can see only the 9% reservation gets for women. So here we are going to see in detail the parliament now have more and more people for different backgrounds. These, for example, there are more rural members and as also members for many regional parties. The groups and the peoples that will till now presented are beginning to get elected parliament. Now see, here the many peoples are there from the many backgrounds they come is there. That what the parliament now has more and the more people for different backgrounds. For example, there are more rural members, rural, that is what from the villages members also, as also members from many regional parties. Then groups and the peoples were till now unrepresented are beginning to get elected to the parliament. There has also been an increase in political participation from Dalit and the backward caste and the minorities. Dalit and the backward caste and the minorities, that means they also must get a right where in the parliament. Here some seats are reserved in the parliament for scheduled caste and the scheduled tribes. This has been done so that the members of parliament is elected from this constituency. Constituency means Matadar Sangha. Means from these people also get rights and they can be elected by this constituency. That's why some seats had been kept reserved for these people. And this is if elected from this constituency will be familiar with and can represent Dalit and Adivasi interest in parliament. Now if for these people reservation is there, that's why they can be attracted towards the parliament, they can take interest in the parliament, otherwise they will not take the interest and they would not develop themselves. That's why whenever the constitution written at that time, these rights given by the constitution to whom? To these people. Similarly, it has morely recently been suggested that there should be reservation of seats for women. Women reservation is also important. This issue is still being debated. Debated means what? Now also the debate is going on, and many times the women had been done struggle also for that, and they told that as the constitution given the equal right there, that's why they must get right. They must also get the 50% right in the parliament. Got it? It has morely recently been suggested that there should be reservation of seats for women. This issue is still being debated. 60 years ago, only 4% of MLA members of parliaments were women, and today it is just about 9%. This is a small share women. You consider the fact that of the population are women. Means what? The population is more population, half of the population is of women, and they are getting the right in the parliament only the 9% there. That's why many times the women had done such a movement also, they must get a proper right. It is issue of this kind that force the country to ask certain difficult and often unresolved question. Unresolved question means some questions are there that the solution didn't get it. So it is the duty of the parliament, they must have to solve some questions. The questions about whether our democratic system is representatives enough, means our democratic system, democratic means it is the government of people, by the people and for the people, means the people had made the government, and the representatives also elected by the government, by the people only, and then some representatives they had made the government. So every Indian must get right in the parliament. That's why our country is the democratic country. These questions is oppress certain difficult and often unresolved questions. The fact we can see, we can ask these questions and working towards the answers is a reflections of the strength and the faith that people in a democratic form of government. Now we should have to first keep faith in the democracy. because this is the reflection of our country, and our country's democracy is a remarkable democracy, and here everyone must get right, and by the constitution, our constitution is also wonderful constitution, and it has been written by Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar. Our country is the democratic country, and we must have to proud about that one, and it is our feeling proud that we are living in the democratic country, and everyone must get equal right for that. So you have to read the lesson, and if you have any queries, then ask me. And this is the second part. In the first part also I explain about that. If you have any queries, then you can ask me.